nobody cares about DC
Yeah,
right now.
that's especially with what's going on with everything that's happening and the shakeup and it for what James Gunn's doing, I don't mind it. I like his
Yeah.
directing, his writing. I mean, when he did Dawn of the Dead, he wrote it. People were like, "Who wrote Dawn of the Dead?" And everybody's like, "James Gunn." And then Zack Snyder directed it, and it's like, oh, pre DC director writer doing something, and it's like, what can it lead to? It's like, all right. Then he goes to Marvel, does the Guardians of the Galaxy, has some insight on the Avengers movies, and then he gets axed for what he did something 10 years ago. It's like,
Yeah.
then goes to DC, maybe directs the best movie in that entire genre. This is a Suicide Squad.
Mm.
Goes back to Marvel, and it's like, this guy's living his dream right now. You
Yep.
direct Marvel and DC, and then you probably direct the best Guardians of the Galaxy or maybe Marvel movies since Infinity War or Endgame. And other
Yeah.
than that, it's like people are just bashing. I'm like, let's see what happens first, and then go with it. Because I'm pretty sure he has so much pressure on him that he doesn't want to show it, but he does have pressure on him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, they brought in the thing was they brought in I'm blanking on his name now that did Buffy. Um,
Josh Whedon,
yeah, Josh Whedon. Yeah,
right?
they brought in Josh Whedon for a while to clean up a movie that I don't feel like it needed cleaning up. They were like, make it more Marvel-y and cut half of it. And
Oh, Justice League, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and it sucked. I hated that movie. And then and when everybody kept going on about, oh, release a Snyder cut, I'm like, it's still gonna suck. And I watched it and I'm like, this is like a completely different movie.
It
And
was
I loved it.
it was insane. Like 4 hours of Justice League. I'm like, I don't know, is that too much? And
Yeah.
I'm watching. I'm like, oh, okay. We got Dark Side. We have everything going on. I'm like, this is a great movie. And then,
They had completely axed subplots.
oh, they
Yeah, it
did.
was weird.
And then
Uh,
WB knew what they were doing, but then they just tried to gain off of that popularity of the Snyder cut, and it just didn't work.
right. And I feel uh, like the movie was really good, and there was some stuff that that should have been left in. But like you were saying, I would have if I would have went in, I would have kept the same movie, but I still would have edited that thing with a chainsaw. Like there was so much like when Aquaman's walking into the water and they're just like throat singing for
Yeah,
10
yeah.
minutes. Like, I mean, some of it's just like Zack Snyder, like, ingratiating himself, and it's, I get it.